play, that drive?
The one before that one then.
Where he just kicked it out to Kean then. I thought he could have laid that up.
Definitely, I think right now he needs to get himself going because they need him with Madronya and Dennis, with Madronya and McDowell wide out. I don't mind that either.
No, that was a great look. But because he's super aggressive, that makes it a bit easier. Like, he could easily lay that too. So, good look.
Double team comes on Larkins. They go to Key. Kick out to Mumtaz.
No.
He can't convert. That's the first wedgie for tonight. The funnest part of basketball. And we see Joshua Brown checking back in. His cramp seems to have subsided and Alec Goodnet gets a rest. Press here from the Raw. Malakye Cunningham checks in for the first time.
Again, they're getting it down like that's 13 seconds by the time they're getting it through hands for a good look. So I can see why Colby's sticking with the press.
Good hands there from Wilmani and Kean Dennis. Leads to a Joshua Brown turnover. If you're the Spartans though right now, you don't need long threes. You need to get penetration against this zone. As we see Polaine get a rest and in comes Kane Bishop. They've got to attack. When they beat this press, they've got to attack because there's no one at home, but they're settling for threes. There's layups and drives on offer.
Young Malakye is in here.
Yep.
First time.
Yeah, he's...
What does he bring to the team?
A lot of athleticism, can shoot the ball, space the floor really well, and do things like that on demand. He's a young kid out of Victoria, brings some length. Typically plays the point guard role, but with this group, he actually comes in as a bit of a combo guard, can handle it, stretch the floor. He's a good athlete, gives you some spacing on the perimeter as well, which is complementary to Kean Dennis on one wing, because now you've got a guy who's a slasher and a driver and a guy who can space you.
Yep.
So now with Sapwell and Marnie in the backcourt, it gives them threats up the floor that they can go, hey, you got to defend us differently on each wing, as he converts the 4-point play, and it's a 2-point ball game. So Malakye Cunningham immediately making his presence felt off the bench.
Well, again, that's now this quarter. Red City have given up 2 and 1 plays that I don't think have really needed to be fouled. You know, that 2 points could come back to bite them later.
Dump inside. Polaine is blocked by Dennis. Gack comes up with it.
Early in the game,
deflected.
Polaine took a little bit more time, like a few pump fakes under the rim, got the boys up and then could convert. He seems a bit rushed the last half, like the last 14 minutes or so underneath. It'd be good to see him take a little bit more time on that and see if he can draw a foul or convert it to points, because that was a great dish by Nels.
Cunningham can't get that to go. Colin Sapwell gets the rebound though. Great look off dribble penetration. Cunningham liked it. Sapwell said, good look, young fella. And they got the offensive rebound. And right now, Colin Sapwell go to the line to tie this ball game up. And the question now becomes, Cassie, you've got to see discipline from the Raw in the half court defensively, because you're right, those and one plays now put them in a bonus situation with 5.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. In a very low scoring affair, but you're bailing out this entwined Southern District Spartans team when they have struggled for a big patch of the second half offensively.
Yeah, and it just makes extra pressure when you get down the offensive end to make sure that you get points. So
Sapwell couldn't convert them both. He only made one, so it's 74 plays 75, still to the Red City Raw. It is electric here at Southern Districts basketball. Larkins has been unstoppable. Polaine gets a rebound, can't connect. Sapwell in transition. He's been getting himself going. Kean Dennis with a put-back jam, and immediately Coach Colby calls a timeout.
I was just about to say, I reckon I would call a timeout right now. He's got one to blow.
First league, you start to ask the question of basketball IQ. What are your players able to make decisions about on the floor collectively as a unit, and how they can make changes without you having to burn timeouts unnecessarily? Because right now, as we've seen, this is going to go down to the wire. You see, silly foul there.
I mean, he's going signalling I got the ball, but I think he just needed to be there. There was enough pressure there. They don't want to go back the other way now and allow Red City to rack up fouls and then make it a free throw shootout.
Spartans coming out in a 2-3 zone. Will Marnie gets his hands on a deflected on a pass there to Mitch Pillane. Gack goes to the cup, gets the lay-in. 78 plays 75. Pillane doesn't want to give up his fourth foul. They switch back to a man-to-man. Good pressure. Mumtaz kicks out to Brown. Good defense here from Cunningham. Switching most things here are the Spartans. Key's got to let it go. Short. Big rebound. Gack. Spartans looking to run. Will Marnie settles, recognises the D-trans was good from the Raw. Sapwell calls for the on-ball, steps into a three. Can he make it? No. Got a great look out of it though.
Yeah, that pick and roll action has worked wonders for him this quarter. They're getting a good look off it every time.
They double Nelson Larkins. Key's got to step out to it. Hands from Key and Dennis. It's the deflections and the extra effort from this entwined Southern District Spartans team that are just forcing the issue here for the Raw.
They are now. Red City's the one turning the ball over, and we did talk about turnovers and fouls being the factors to close out the game, and Spartans this quarter are doing a better job at controlling their possessions and not fouling. So
Jalen Key with an ill-advised foul there will send AK Gack to the line to shoot two.
Spartans are running a trap down the other end. I would like to see just a straight backdoor cut, dish pass, like entice the trap and get that advantage straight away.
Sucker him into it, I like it.
Yeah.
Privileged to have Coach Cassie Dover from the Red City Raw NBL 1 women's team on the call with us tonight to provide her insights and experience. AK Gack can't make either of them. 78 still plays 75.
Well, that's lucky for Red City, I feel. They, a 5-point game to a 3-point game, that's a massive difference at this point in time.
Pillane goes
Take
to
your
work.
time. In.
Oh, doesn't get the roll. Warmani didn't get there in time and will be called for the block, and I think that's more so to do with the fact that there was not enough contact. But the biggest thing out of that play is Mitch Pillane has rolled his ankle and he is in an immense amount of pain. You don't see that man make too much of a squints or any kind of suggestion that he's injured unless he's hurt. So it'll be interesting to see how they go over the next 3:13, especially him as he steps to the line. Misses the first. He's in a lot of pain on that right ankle.
Well, he must have got a caught. He keeps grabbing the thigh. Maybe he did both.
maybe. It looks like he's in trouble though as he misses a second. But Brown, the smallest player on the floor. Mumtaz steps into a three. Can't get it to go. Pillane looks like he's in pain. And if I'm entwined, he's lost his shoe.
Will's complaining about the stoppage, but I don't think you can allow continuation of play when there's a shoe in the middle of the floor.
I think you can with a shoe on the middle of the floor, can't you? There's surely. I would have grabbed the shoe and thrown it out of bounds, and then go and play on, sir or ma'am. Let's go. Let the boys play.
Only Chris Gilbert can do
Smart players would have kicked it off the floor and said, make him play without one shoe. See how he guards the pick and roll in socks.
Yeah. Try and slide down.
Make sure you tie your shoelaces up. Spartans ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to put Pillane in the on ball, find out how injured he is. Sapwell all the way to the cup. And one. Mumtaz stepped across and he got there late, and I don't think he got out of the charge circle, and Cohen Sapwell gets the easy 2 and will go to the line for the and 1 to make it 81-75 and extend this to a 2-possession game. Big play, critical time, and fouls playing against. Lost out of bounds. Kean Dennis did a wealth of work on the offensive glass to force the possession to come back to Spartans. Fouls being critical.
Red City really need to get a stop here. No foul. And I don't think they... they're playing like they need to get the steal, but there's still so much time. You just need to get the stop. That created advantage for them to get to the hoop.
Mitch Pillane called for the foul on that one, and it will be his 4th personal. Cohen Sapwell spending a lot of time at the free throw line at the moment, allowing himself to tick his score over and his team's score over. Misses the first.
I'll tell you what, if it does go Red City way, they'll be looking at their free throw Spartans, won't they, this week?
Shooting 50% from the free throw line is the Spartans. 8 of 15. Leaving points on the floor. 81 plays 75. Extended pressure again. Will Marnie almost comes up with a steal. Jalen Key threw it right into him.
I might need to see the replay, but it looked like he grabbed him. He might have got away with one then.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I think he was just giving the young fella a hug.
Yeah.
Larkins has been quiet until now.
Yeah.
He put that floater up into the rafters so that AK Gak couldn't get that one.
It was arcing. Floating.
Red City falling back now into a man-to-man. No full court pressure. Sapwell, he's been dangerous. Kick out, 3. Marnie turns the corner. Dennis turns down the 3, goes to the bucket. Sapwell, extra pass. Cunningham, got to let it fly. Will Marnie lets it fly.
That is much better defense. Like, they sprint rotated, they stayed in front of their man, no one actually got to the keyway. They need to do that for the next 2 minutes to help themselves here.
Good defensive possession, just sat down in the half court, didn't overplay things, slid their feet, stayed disciplined. 81 plays 77, 156 here to go at Southern Districts basketball in NBL 1 pink round. Make sure you head to the Southern Districts Spartans Facebook and Instagram pages to find out how you can bid on your very own entwined Southern Districts Spartans pink round jersey. As we see a foul going to be called on Cohen Sapwell. Don't know if they'll be calling that in the act of shooting. They are. So Jalen Key's going to go to the line to shoot 2. This is going to help the Raw.
I think when you blindside a post move like that, you just need to wall up and hope for the best. I know he's made some, but he's also missed some. But
Sapwell, that's his 4th personal too, so that's critical for him to see Key make the first.
That is massive. They need him on the floor. He's been doing a good job for Spartans.
26 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. He's having a game, but we need him on the floor. Dennis brings it up, absorbs the pressure, moves it to Sapwell. AK flips the on ball. Sapwell finds AK, wide open. Pillane knocks it out of bounds.
Well, that was lucky. That was one step of casual D from Jalen nearly led to a dunk.
It was almost like they stopped focusing on AK and went, oh, we're not going to defend him. AK Gak from the three-point line. Short. Mumtaz the rebound. Brown turns the corner, gets all the way to the cup. 81 apiece. Last minute of action. It is getting loud.
Yeah, all game you think someone's finally going to separate on the scoreboard from momentum. The other team just comes right back at them. It's been a great game.
Gak goes to work. Satwell lets it fly. That is huge. Big three from Cohen Satwell. Makes it 84-81.
I was just about to say, that looked like it jumped an extra point on the scoreboard there.
Crowd on their feet. Key crosses up, lost the handle. Somehow he put it on his back, brought it back around, and in the meantime, Key and Dennis fouled him, and Jalen Key will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with 33.7 seconds here. Red City have to get up. They can't play in the half court. There is enough time, but they need to make these 2 free throws, then get a stop, and then come down the floor.
You would think Crawford's going to call a timeout, and would you advance or would you keep it in the full for you with the 24-second, because it goes down to 14, you advance it?
The way the Red City Roar press has been, out of a timeout, allow them to get settled, I'm going the front court. I'm going the front court. Because the work, you ideally want to get a 2 and challenge them on the 3.
It's hard to gauge on this one.
The way the Red City Raw press has been tonight, it's been up and down, but you've managed to get it in, so I suspect there'll be something different from Coach Colby from this in the front court. If they're trying to push the tempo up the floor, push the pressure up the floor, they'll do something different. So the Spartans will come out of this a little bit not knowing what to expect. I imagine it'll be double team on catches or dribbles immediately rather than allowing them to dribble it over halfway. But if Coach Peter Crawford is moving this into the front court, I'm going to Cohen Satwell and AK Gacken on ball.
Absolutely.
We're about to find out. 84 plays 83. You're entwined Southern District Spartans wearing pink jerseys. For those of you at home want to auction or be part of the auction and win as part of the bidding process, text 0458 678 678. That number again, 0458 678 678. SD for Southern Districts, BAL-pink round, and then your full name for the link to the live auction for your pink round jerseys. And they do advance the ball. Coach Peter Crawford remaining with the same 5. Will Marnie to pass the ball in here.
This is a big possession. Super important for Spartans.
They look for Satwell. They get it to Cat.
They don't get a score, they want to get a foul.
Gak picks up his dribble. On ball. Hard show. That is a big, big foul. And Satwell has been asking the question of playing in that hard show all night. And for the most part, he has had his way. Because each time he's come out in hard show, he's dribbled it and pushed it out. And then asked the referee or Pulaine who's going to make the call.
Yes. Yeah, well, pick and roll, we said all quarter has been working. You called it. Pick and roll, out of the timeout. Big free throws.
Huge free throws.
He was 1 for 2 last set.
Satwell's 5 of 8 at the foul line. Sorry, 4 of 8 at the foul line. Make it 4 of 9 at the foul line.
I'm sure he'll be getting to the courts during the week and putting some reps up. But despite that, he's had a great game. Big threes.
Makes the second. No timeout from Coach Colby. 25 seconds left on the clock. So there's enough time for a second key against Gak. This is the matchup everyone's been asking for. Gak gets the rubber on that one. Big rebound. Malakye Cunningham with a big jam.
Mate, he hasn't played many minutes, but the minutes he has have been that high quality, massive end 4-point play, and then this end one.
That's big minutes from the young fella. Can he make it a 5-point game? He does. That is huge. Absolutely huge. Great defensive possession from AK Gak. Didn't